welcome back to Houston Life. Over the past week, we've all watched with broken hearts as communities in Los Angeles have just been devastated by wildfires.
Yeah, more than 100,000 people have been displaced and countless animals as well. Kerry McKeel with Best Friends Animal Society is joining us now with more on their efforts to rescue some of the most vulnerable victims. You are joined by Poncho, who is just the best boy here, a year old and available for adoption. Kerry, let's chat about this effort, because essentially when this wildfire situation, all of the wildfires broke out, all of the animal shelters in the LA area already overcrowded.
Yeah.
They needed help, and Best Friends worked overtime to get those animals out. Tell us how it all happened.
The LA shelter system was overwhelmed. So one of the things that we do in these emergency type situations is we help. We're there to help support. We're there to help move animals out of the LA shelter system, animals that are available for adoption. They're not owned pets. Take them into our care and then help to transport them to other partners. Or in this situation, we brought animals up to our sanctuary in Utah. We brought animals out to Salt Lake City, where they can find adoptive homes. And this gives LA shelter system the bandwidth to be able to take in displaced animals, or maybe animals that have been lost or separated from owners, to be able to be reunited.
And just to be totally clear, the animals that we're seeing on our screen, this was in Burbank, California. These are animals coming from kill shelters, essentially, in the Southern California area, animals who are now on their way to finding new homes.
Yes, that was from our, we partnered with Wings of Rescue, which is one of our great air transport partners. And we flew them up to Kanab in Utah. That's our headquarters, our sanctuary. And then from there, we've also been transporting animals to other locations.
So not only are the humans trying to figure themselves out, but these animals that really have no voice really depend on the kindness of people. How important is it that people really take on some of that crisis, some of that pressure felt from the things happening like wildfires?
It's extremely important. It is a community involvement. It's a community call to action to be able to help pets. And I think one of the most heartwarming things that we've seen out of this disaster is just the community stepping up in big waves. We had hundreds of volunteers sign up to come out to our LA center. They showed up to clean kennels even. And this is, they're in the midst of dealing with the LA fires, but they wanted to do something to give back. We've had corporations, celebrities, people across the country really reaching out to want to support, and it's just been phenomenal. And it's a big effort, not just on behalf of Best Friends. We can do this work because we have the supporters. So it's amazing, yes.
It's heartwarming to see the community coming together. And Poncho, I see you. You're being the best boy down there.
You are
again,
so
available
good
for adoption. I love this little man right here. I believe Tessa's going to foster him for a few days. But I was sorry to take us off track. I want to get back to this effort. I think for a lot of people, Kerry, when a disaster strikes, obviously we've been through it here in the Houston area with hurricanes. We are no strangers to natural disasters. But Best Friends Animal Society, you have, 5,000 partners around the country, so that when a disaster strikes, seemingly a world away, you can immediately immobilize to save those animals.
Exactly. Yeah, we work with over 5,000 shelter partners, rescue partners across the country. And so in times like this, when we are trying to move and transport animals to safety, a lot of times we will work with them to find space to be able to put them up for adoption.
And we're seeing video from Salt Lake City, Utah right now. These are just some of the 84 dogs and cats who left Burbank, California, made their way to Kanab. They were all checked out medically. A lot of them, I know these animals in the LA area, we want to make sure that they are adoptable and ready to go. But here they are in Salt Lake City. They've made quite a journey. I got to tell you, Kerry, I was looking through all of this footage from Best Friends Animal Society. It's just heart-wrenching, because I know a lot of these animals are scared and confused.
Yeah.
But again, closing the gap here, this is where the community comes in, and it's so heartwarming to see people opening their homes to foster and adopt.
Absolutely. It takes a little bit of adjustment, but once they're in their care, I think one of the most amazing things about animals is that they're so resilient, right? And once they settle in and they know that they're safe, their true personality starts to shine.
Yeah. He is such a sweetie, and you can he's available for adoption, and there's going to be an adoption event, right? Where
Yes.
people here in Houston can go. Can you tell us more about it? We have the info here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have adoption hours at our Houston location. We run a program here in Houston. And so that event is happening tomorrow. We'll be open from 4 to 6, and then Thursday and Friday 4 to 7 for adoption. Poncho will probably be there along with some of our other animals. And so if people want to learn more about that, they can go to our website. His profile and everything is listed there, as well as a bunch of other animals. So.
And just $25 to adopt.
$25.
Little Poncho, I know you're going to find a home.
We have had a lot of animals in this studio. He's top for well-behaved, best behaved.
He's a perfect,
I'm not
perfect
exaggerating.
gentleman.
Some of them.
Kerry
Some good
McKeel.
manners,
More
yes.
excited.
Very good
And I
manners.
do want to just clarify that he's from Houston. He's not from LA. So
There we go. Okay,
H-Town
Poncho,
buddy.
Kerry McKeel, thanks so much for stopping by. If you would like to get in touch with Best Friends Animal Society, get involved with their work, learn more about the adoption event, visit our website, HoustonLife.tv, and look for that scene on Houston Life section.